Hi there! Guten Tag. So, most people who know me think that I'm lucky. They think that I have everything that I need, or it's as if luck is just coming all over me. It's as if like I'm magnet luck, or my nickname is luck. But what they don't know is it's about going deep to the, you call it the manifestation. They call it attraction. Because, like, I'm the kind of person who believes in dreams so big, to the point like it's so big where people think it's outrageous. And like, because at that time, like especially if you're in an environment where emotions are not really welcomed or not really properly nurtured and all. So all the time I was like just solid, trying to protect myself from external forces and trying to strengthen my inner world without realizing that I'm already shoving people away from me, thinking that I will be safer if I'm alone. That's why I became a loner when I was in grade school. In high school, I enjoy more to be in libraries than, like I feel lonely when I'm around people. Although I'm trying to accept the fact that humans need some dynamics, need some social dynamics, and like, to be an effective person is to have some good social engineering skills, like Elaine would say. So, and because of that, it's like it's hard for me to balance the two worlds, you could say. Like, it's hard for me to balance like the real world, to keep in touch with the reality while keep in touch with this spiritual fictive world that I have, because like this is the thing that survived me. This thing is the very thing that helped me survive all those, like the darkest chapters of my life. And because I have built this strong inner world, I was able to, like, to survive that, bruised and all that, unscathed, thinking like I can do this. Like, despite everything that I witnessed and experienced in my life, I still make sure that I will not be the same perpetrator anymore. Or like, because I was once like, I believe like I have like acquired some tendencies, and it was harmful, and I saw it how, for example, manipulation, how emotional manipulation rules within families. Because like I said in the previous video, how true love, you will know the family is ruled by true love when there's no divide, when everyone is united, one, everyone is helping each other and accepting each other, welcoming each other. But if you sense there's a kind of divide because there's one favored over the other, then you know that this is a household ruled by ego. And because I grew up on the egoic side, and I can't blame the household, because this is like generational. Everyone grew up the same way. Everyone grew up like that, so they think that it's normal to do that. But life, really, like, you could say God, the universe, the higher powers, the source, brought me away from that place, just to realize how much distorted I was, to the point of losing myself, to the point of wanting to leave Earth. And it was like, back in the Philippines, before I came here in Germany, back in the Philippines, I was already so lost. Like I said in the previous video, it was like people see me as this person with wearing high expectations unconsciously from them, because thinking this person will be a very successful person. She will have a better job, she will get the teaching job, she will be one of the first people who will receive offers and all that. But I didn't have, I have offers, but I rejected them for some reason. Maybe it was like an unconscious saying, no, you can't do that. But my conscious brain was like, I'm so exhausted, I would just want to have a year of break or whatever. because it was like 16 years of just pure just studies, and I didn't have like the sense of break. I didn't have the sense of like achieving something without working hard, like hard, like sacrificing summers for studies, or sacrificing vacation for studies, sacrificing playtime for studies. So life like that is kind of like caged, and you could say like I'm a caged artist like Dr. Clay. And because of Balon happening in my life in my 30s, I suddenly had a eureka, make a publishing company. So, and because I built this up, like, okay, I am my own publishing company now. I am my own author. I am my own team. I am my own decision maker. I am my own boss. So like I said in my previous video, like, why would I have to chase money if money will come to me? Then, like, why do I have to do the same thing if I desire change in my family? If I don't want to end up like my mother or my father or the rest of the relatives, if I don't want to end up like feeling like I've thrown my life away, then I have to do something different. And that difference, although it's really not an easy life, because like I don't have a mentor. I don't have an uncle or a tita who could tell me, okay, this is what you can do, or say like, okay, this is what you can do, this is what I've experienced. No one. It's like I have to figure it out on my own. So I have to face a lot of rejection from different companies and potential publishers and all that. And to the point, like, I'm now I was put in a position where I have to build my own and to start on my own, to make a change. Back then it was like it's an impossible dream. Me at 15 telling myself and my classmates, because my classmates, like, they were like they like to, they don't even know what they want in life sometimes, or like they have this specific, okay, I just want to have a job or something. But in my head it was like, I'm more than just having a job. I am the job. Wherever I go, the job is me. Okay, so it's like, okay, well, at the time it was like me, the wanting to leave Earth me was like, me being author. Oh my God, like, oh. But look at me now. It was like, now looking back, it's like how powerful your unconscious is, actually, if you let it lead your way. Because your unconscious contains all your healthy unicorns, the healthy inner child that's hiding under the jinjuriki. The jinjuriki is like the hurt skin, like the ego trying to protect the inner child from being hurt much more. But if you just know to soothe the pain of the conscious and the subconscious, and allowing them to be released in whatever form it can find, music, movement, or dance, or whatever, painting. In my case, it's book writing, it's fiction. So anyway, this is my medium, this is my method of releasing all of those baggages that I have as a child. And now it's like turning that thing into a business. Imagine like turning your pain into business. Your pain is now your business. Instead of looking at your pain and your past, your chapters, your traumatic chapters, as like something that you like to avoid, something that you like to walk away from. What if this is the answer you're looking for? What if there's some gem beneath it? What if there's some kind of gem underneath the stone? All you see is a painful stone. All you see is a stone. But if you just break the stone, you can see the gem inside. And that's what happened to me. It was like life brought me to a situation or series of situations where I was forced to break that stone, because it's like, well, even hell don't want to welcome me, then where should I go? Right? Because I wanted to leave Earth, but it's like I live, and it's like, okay, I'm good. If you ask me now, I'm good. But if you ask me at 15, it was like, oh girl, you'll be an author, you'll be publishing 5 books, you're writing a series, you'll be writing this and that, and you will be so happy. And then she will say, really? So, like, it makes me think now at 30, 15 years later, whatever I have thought right now, like whatever I think is so maybe if I just believe in it, then maybe 15 years later I will become who I wanted to become. But that requires a lot of belief in myself, and it requires a lot of courage to face the Jinjuriki inside, trying to talk with him in a way where he's not being defensive. Of course, there will be some defense at first, but the more you talk with it, like talk against it, talk in a way where you allow this Jinjuriki to unleash everything, anger, wrath, hate, everything, in whatever forms. And I think for me, being a sensitive person, the safest way was art. And embodying the life of an artist, and being an artist, the heart embracing the artistry that none of my family has embraced fully, is what saved me. Aside from faith, because what is faith? What is prayers without action? What is faith to God, faith to the higher source if you don't cooperate? Right? It's a two-way street. It's always like yin and yang. There's always like a yin, there's always a yang. There's always like a time for action. There's always a time for reflection. And I don't think none of this would have worked if I just keep on dreaming without really taking an action. And that action requires first step to acknowledge that I have a problem. And I am able to resolve that with myself, just the fact that I'm able to welcome that I'm not a perfect person. I am able to welcome that I am not a perfect daughter. I will never be able to satisfy people's expectations. As a people pleaser, I have to accept that I will never be able to please everyone. So therefore, what's the sense then of trying to please everyone except myself? Giving away my power to others 100% when I have the free will given by birth. This is my birthright. Then why can't I exercise it? Why can't I decide on the things that I love and want to do in life? Why can't I, in my real life now, in my lifetime, can say something that my heart and soul want to say? Because of what? Ego, fear, trauma, everything that's blocking my way, which are not really not my fault, bring all this guilt and shame and frustrations and all this emotional baggage that I thought were mine, but no. It's like it's really like after releasing all that away, like we're just releasing all that, just figuring out which medium, which tool, or which avenue. And I think like if this worked for me, it was like I really didn't have hope for myself. I really didn't have any sense of direction. I really don't have, like, if you ask me now, do I know where to go? No. It's like I know what I like to do in between. Like I like to have vacation with my husband. I like to have vacation with my family. I like to meet my friends, meet my high school friends and college mates and all, and see them again. I like to introduce my husband to them, or I don't know, these things, the little things in life. But if you say what's my long-term goal, it's to leave a legacy. And it doesn't have to be a legacy that's so obvious and loud. It has to be, it can be a legacy of, wow, this is my tita who didn't have a job. This is my crazy tita who's so out of touch of, like, she's just doing her thing. And makes, and like after I leave Earth, I know that I will leave people some thoughts to think about, like what kind of life did she live, what kind of life did she choose. And it kind of provoked, like, just the existence of, just your existence provokes questions to people. How cool is that? That's the kind of legacy you do. You don't even have to do anything. You don't even have to try to beg for attention. You don't even have to beg for someone's love if you already have it within you. If you just learn how to embrace your shadows, if you just learn how to welcome your egoic side and embrace the shadows that's lurking inside you, sitting beside you, trying to talk to you, but you keep ignoring because you fear, like, because you're this clean and whatever, however you see yourself right now, professional, or you're this solid, stable individual, well, deep inside there's this other side of you that's trying to reveal itself in whatever forms, and you're just trying to shrug it off as much as you can, thinking that this is not the life that you like, but deep inside you know it is. But yeah, that's the kind of life, like, I chose to listen to it, and that's why you're watching me now. And while everyone is busy with their own lives, I'm here talking to you, sharing my thoughts and feelings with you and my crazy world. So I hope that, I don't know if there's anything that you can get from whatever I'm talking about, or if there's anything that you got from me, or some nuggets of wisdom, you could say. I don't know, but yeah, that's what I'm thinking. And I hope that you, if you're on the same journey, or if you're someone who's still in the state of just being confused on what to do with your life, just chill, okay? If you don't know what to do with your life, just chill, okay? Just sit down, like this. Just sit down, take a deep breath, and exhale. And just let the silence sweep in. Just let the silence sweep in, and observe your thoughts, good and bad. Don't do anything. Don't do necessary actions. Just sit here in a lotus position, or lay down. Just close your eyes and observe your thoughts. And you don't have to do anything, because this is like an exercise for you to see how good and bad your thoughts can be. And it's up to you what you can do with them. It's either you note them, you write them on a journal, you create art around it, or whatever, however you want to do with them. But that's how I do with mine, with my writing. Excuse me. Like, this is how I process Elaine. This is how I processed Clay. This is how I processed Valon. This is how I integrated or welcomed Liz, because Liz is the part of me who who doesn't want to acknowledge the dark side of me, thinking that I'm this princess, this clean cool, this clean person who doesn't really have anything dark to show. And in fact, when there's like some tower moment, suddenly this action filled athlete strong woman coming out. So that's kind of Liz. But the challenge here now for our characters now, like, can she step up on that same power without really necessary having the tower moment all the time, you know? Like, she didn't have to be provoked by someone if she can decide that on her own. If, let's say, if living a relationship entirely is what she wants, because she thinks, okay, I have to find my, it's like she's in the middle of trying to soul search but still having some attachment issues, okay? And she's in 30s, she's in her 30s, and she believes that 30 is the new 20. And yeah, 30 is the new 20. And Agatha is the other side of me, where it's like she's embodying someone who, it's like the other side of me is so positive, but really like not allowing the dark past control my life. So she's like the me now, or she's like the advanced me, you could say. And writing these characters, just writing these characters allowed me to channel all of these emotions and process them consciously. My conscious brain is like watching my fingers or the letters coming out on the screen, okay? The conscious brain is like, okay, I'm writing, I'm understanding that Balon is holding a paintbrush, and okay, like, okay, this is the scene, this is what I'm seeing, okay. But the unconscious there and the subconscious is playing out, where all these feelings coming out whenever these words coming out of me, all of this, it's like they're fueling my fingers. And then there were times where the conscious brain say, what's that, yeah, I mean, like, wait, stop. That's where the ego comes in. I know that the ego comes in because it's like, oh, it's getting too dark, don't touch that, no. And then if it's too much anxiety, if it's too much, I know that I'm touching something way deeper in myself because it's just intense, and I have to go out, I have to pause, I have to stop writing entirely at its worst. I have to walk around, get some fresh air, and it's like just exploding here and there. And yesterday, the other day, that happened to me. It was like a full pause after trying to write Elaine's part, okay? And then just entire pause, 1 day pause, and I had to be influenced just to get through his distorted mind. And now I'm talking comfortably with you, sharing all of this. So I don't know if you get anything from this, but yeah, that's what I'm thinking and feeling these days. Or yeah. So that will be today, and yeah, I really love you so much, and thank you for listening with me and for spending your time with me, listening to my thoughts and feelings. Thank you. Thank you so much, and yeah, see you in the next one. Cheers.